Alright, what's up guys? So this is going to be a video on playing Apex Legends on the new ASUS ROG Zephyrus M15 laptop. And I'm currently recording this on the laptop using OBS, so there's going to be a little bit of frame drop because I'm actually doing the recording on this laptop instead of sending it across the network. The initial test that I actually did is if I didn't have OBS running, then my frames per second was, in this particular scene right here, was actually pushing 190 something. So it's like we're getting a good 50 FPS drop using OBS, and I messed around with the OBS settings trying to get like something a little bit better, but I couldn't find any settings that actually gave me anything better. I tried the encoder, I tried using NVIC, I tried using QVC, I tried using software. All three of them seem to produce the exact same FPS, which is kind of weird in my opinion. But I think this is realistic. Like if you were buying this laptop and you wanted to stream games, I think this would be a more realistic output of what you'd get. If you're not streaming, then you'd probably get a decent more frames per second than you're seeing on this. So, but we're going to go into the game really quick and see what it looks like when you're actually playing the game. I got MSI's Afterburner running here, so you can see in the top left corner I've got like my GPU temp, my CPU temp, and so you can see what kind of usage we're using and the FPS through the whole game. So I know some of you guys want to see what kind of temperatures you would get during a game. I can tell you as I've said in the previous videos about this same type of thing, I just didn't have Afterburner running, was that the laptop does produce a decent amount of heat out both sides. It has fan ventilation down both sides. And if your hand is, with your mouse is too close to the side, you can actually feel the heat come off the side there. So you almost want to keep your hand a little bit away from the side of the laptop because it gets pretty hot.
I can win this thing with one eye closed,
and honestly,
or both eyes closed.
I personally hate it when it gets hot like that. Makes your hand kind of a little bit sweaty. These guys are going to be mad because they look like they've got a lot of kills, and I haven't played this game in forever, so this should be interesting. It's okay. Hopefully they don't say anything inappropriate and I have to restart this video. At least I'm not the jump master. So, as you see, the frames per second, we're getting, what, 60?
Just a thought, we could
really not that good, honestly, since like I'm running, a 60 Hz screen when this screen's 240. Maybe that's just because there's more content on the screen. Now that we're getting closer,
check this out.
I'm seeing a little bit increase for FPS. Sorry, I can't.
Getting hurt over here.
I can't play the game at the same time as talk very much, so I'm probably gonna be a little bit quiet while we figure this out.
Reloading.
I think I see somebody on like I have a grenade or things.
Another squad's attacking. Focus.
I'm down.
Reloading.
I got a guy that died.
Attention. First blood.
Getting shot at. God. This time I'm down. Going to here.
Beginning ring.
All right, well that was an epic gameplay right there. Epic gameplay. This is why I don't play FPS. Regardless of that, you can see the FPS while recording. I think when we were on the ground, I think it was 100. It's honestly, I'm not entirely sure because I really wasn't paying attention. I was trying my best to survive, and it didn't really work out either way. So, that guy didn't do very good either. I guess I wasn't the worst one. Nope, it was the other guy who was the same as me. Trash. All right. I wish I could show you the FPS without OBS, but obviously I can't do that because then I wouldn't be actually recording anything. So I would say, personally, because I'm not a professional level at all, as you could tell, player, the FPS at 100 is probably good enough for my gameplay style. I mean, obviously, with a 240 Hz screen, you'd likely want to see 240 FPS. Because otherwise, what's the point of having a 240 Hz screen if you're not hitting the FPS rating that high? Let me show you what my video settings are. They're actually pretty low. The VSync, I guess I could turn. I don't know. That probably helps with screen tears. But I've got like texture streaming's down, my texture filtering is down, quality is at low, everything's low disabled, basically, except for impact marks. And so, I mean, it's not like I'm running, intense video settings here at all. So it's I can up all these and I can show you what that looks like, I guess. See if it actually affects the frame rate tremendously or not. I don't want to adjust that. We'll leave that one alone. So now in this screen, I'm getting what, 90, and I think before I was getting 140. Obviously, the graphics are a lot better. So I would imagine in the game we'll probably see like 40 FPS, which in my opinion is kind of unacceptable. That's pretty bad frame rate. Once you get, I think, below 60 and lower, you start to actually see those frames. I mean, you can honestly see the 240 hertz if you can get that high, but 60 hertz and lower, you start to miss opportunities to be able to see what it is that you're targeting. I don't think anybody would play on high settings. I mean, we can go ahead and try a game and see what it looks like. Chances are nobody's going to be impressed with this. So we're seeing a CPU temp of 187. So 187 Fahrenheit is what Celsius? That is 86 degrees Celsius. CPU temp just hit 200 there for a second. That's kind of funny. Like I'm hitting temps of what, 200, then it just immediately drops back down to 180. I don't think anything actually technically cools that fast. That seems like it's varying a little too much. 200 Fahrenheit is 93 to 94 Celsius, so that's technically probably pretty hot.
This fight will result in death for the weak. So be it.
Each choice changes everything.
So remember, I'm running ultra settings here essentially. I think they were as high as we could get on this. And so we'll see what we get for frame rate. I'm kind of curious actually. I mean, I'm getting pretty poor frame rates for not much on the screen, right? So
I'll break your heart, and then I'll break everything else.
Okay, you can break my heart. All right, so 60 FPS. I think last time we hit this spot it was 70, right? So hitting full graphics, 60 is not terrible, I guess. All right, he wants to go to the plane depot or whatever this thing's called.
That area calls for further exploration.
Might be something good this way.
And we'll hop in here and pick up. Backpack's nice. I don't like this particular gun personally.
Deploying a variable.
I'm using a... Ooh, I don't even know what that is. It's been so long since I opened that guy.
I'm taking shots.
Reloading. You're gonna have to move it.
First blood. Reloading.
Reloading. Downed one.
Hey, that was my kill. I don't think he has as much. Better than me, though. I didn't have any body shields at all. I'll take that one, though. Yeah, we'll need to heal up since I don't have
Patching
it.
myself up.
So 92 frames per second is actually not bad. I mean, we're running max, basically max settings. I didn't see. It's kind of funny actually. I would have thought you would see significantly better frame rates with the low settings versus the high settings. That doesn't seem to be the case here.
Spotted the subject.
100 FPS is terrible, I guess.
Taking fire. Reload. Downed one. Ready, set, go.
Enemy down.
Killed one myself. Recharging shields.
These guys are terrible, but I'm worse.
Reload. That's the last of that squad.
Eliminated unknown,
Dimensions
huh?
looking up.
Whoa. You ain't
Alright,
messing
I'm gonna
around.
grab some of this stuff before somebody else steals it all. These savage players always stealing your stuff even though you're on your team. No, I don't know what that buzzing, somebody's mic's going off on me. Man, it's been a while since I've played this game. Quite the time.
I need help.
The ring retracts in 1 minute.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Open supply over there.
I need some
Yeah,
light
I could
ammo.
use that.
Syringe here.
I need help. We've got 45
Take that
seconds.
syringe.
If you don't got robotic legs,
Of course, I'll take it.
give me
I
some
gather
more.
everything I can.
Gotta hop up here. Skull piercer.
Save that for me.
Ultimate accelerant here.
I don't know what kind of is that a new gun? Is that
help.
what is this? Yeah, he doesn't want the Mastiff. Is that like common? You can pick up Mastiffs now? I thought that was a drop out of the
Thank you.
I've
like
noted
those
your
airdrop things.
Optics here. Sniper.
Okay, somebody wants it.
Si ven salud por ahí me da.
I don't know what you just said.
Y escudo también.
Warning. Ring closing.
light ammo here.
Heads up. The ring's moving.
Alright, I feel kind of bad because I really didn't want this game to last this long. I was looking for just a couple rounds real quick. See what the frame rate looks like. And obviously doing not so bad initially.
There's a jump tower here.
Nice. I'm almost at it, buddy. Almost at it.
Package being delivered.
Taking fire.
Care package coming in.
Let's go. Mira, someone's out there. They're far.
You're being aimed at.
Incoming grenade. Shields
Whoa.
recharging.
Look out! Grenade!
Enemy down.
Alright, let's see if I can find the other.
Ahí.
I'm taking shots.
Yeah,
No.
terrible aim on behalf. Okay, so 100 frames per second, I think pretty consistently again. That was actually pretty impressive, honestly. And that was high settings. So I don't typically run high settings because I don't like the latency, a little bit of latency you get out of it, so I run the lowest. And so I think this was a good test for you guys to see what the laptop's capable of. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see before I return this.